Well, hi there everybody. Thanks for tuning in again and welcome to another landscape photography vlog coming to you today from New Zealand. We're still here in New Zealand guiding our autumn photography workshops. We just recently finished our first autumn photography workshop and our second one starts in a couple of days. And this afternoon Lisa and I have just come out to a pretty green forest type area and we're just chasing, we're just having fun really. We haven't even got our cameras out yet, but we've just come across a little, I guess you'd call it a gorge or a canyon, a small sort of gorgy canyon, and we're going to go in there, we're going to put our fishing waders on and we're going to go in there and just see if we can get a photo. We don't know if we're going to get a photo or not. I have been in this little gorge, I'm going to call it, before, a couple of years ago and got some good shots, but today we're just going to go in there and have a bit of a look and see if we can get a photo. So I thought I'd just roll a quick little video. If we get one or two images, that'll be great. We can show you guys, hopefully show you whether we find a good composition or not, but if we do, we can show you that, how we go about shooting it, a bit of instructional type stuff, and hopefully a nice photo at the end of it. So I'm going to go back over here to the car, put my fishing waders on and a jacket because it's actually a bit cold here in the shade. And there, we'll head into this little gorge, see if we can get a bit of a photo for you. Okay guys, I just want to walk you through what gear I use when I go to photograph a waterfall, or as I call it, a green scene, a waterfall, a canyon, a cascade, all that sort of thing. I pretty much use the same gear every time and I thought it might interest you to see what gear I use for that. I only ever use a wide angle lens when I'm photographing scenes like this. Often you're in a fairly tight, confined space and you need a wide angle lens. I don't carry all my camera gear with me because you're often walking in the water. You don't have a lot of room. Sometimes you don't have anywhere to put your backpack. So I just carry my tripod. This tripod's by far my favourite tripod. This is the LeoFoto LP324C. I love this tripod. It's a great tripod. Super sturdy, really good quality, lightweight. I just love it. Good ball head. I really like the lever clamp on the ball head. I find it super easy to use to lock your camera on. Canon R5 camera. This is my 15 to 35 wide angle lens, f2.8 lens, and all I've got on the end here is my NiSi Filters Jet Mag filter system, and all I've got on there is a circular polarizer with a lens cap on it. This is the circular polarizer here. I've got it locked on. You can actually lock the polarizer on with this Jet Mag system. That's it. That's all I use there. Make sure I've also got always in my top pocket here in my waders, I carry a microfiber cloth. This one's the Sea to Summit Tech Towel, and I carry a spare camera battery with me as well. I probably also have my phone in here and my car keys maybe. Let's talk about waders. Waders are an underrated thing. If you want to do a lot of landscape photography where you're getting in the water, so if you're in rivers, creeks, streams, even seascape stuff, if you want to get in the water where you're getting that water flow in your shots, it's a pretty good idea to get yourself a pair of fishing waders. You'd be surprised how much you would actually use them for these sorts of scenes. These are expensive waders. These are actually Sims waders. These are professional level fishing waders, and the way these ones work is they're made out of a Gore-Tex material that actually breathes, so you can wear these all day and you won't get hot, and if you sweat or anything like that, the material actually breathes. These ones have separate wading boots. They're basically just like hiking boots that go over the top of the waders, but these are really professional level ones and are designed for fishing or fly fishing. That's why I have them, because I do a lot of fly fishing as well, but you don't need these ones if you're going to do photography. Just the cheap waders that you can buy at your local outdoor store are more than sufficient for this sort of thing. All they need to do is keep you dry and give your feet a little bit of grip when you're walking through the river or the stream or wherever you might be. That's it in a nutshell. That's pretty much all I take. The only other thing is I'll always wear a jacket if I'm going into a shaded canyon, because often it's a lot colder, particularly here in New Zealand. If you're out in the sun, it could be today, I'm not sure, I think it's about 17 degrees or something like that. In this canyon, it's probably more like 4 or 5 degrees, so good idea to have a jacket on. That's about it. Let's go for a wander in the canyon and see if we can get a photo. Okay guys, so we made it into the canyon. I don't know if I'd call this a canyon, I guess it is. We made it in, it probably wasn't that difficult to get in here. Not too far, but the main thing is the depth of the water. So the water's, where I'm standing now, it's probably about thigh deep. Some sections are only knee deep, but there was 2 sections that we had to sort of come through to get in here. That was sort of up to the waist, or just above the waist. Yeah, probably just above the waist, but not quite up to the chest. I'm only pretty short, but so if you're a tall person, it's probably only going to be not even up to your waist. There's definitely a couple of good shots to be had back here. The waterfall behind me here. Bit hard to get much video of it here with a little video camera, because it's a very, pardon me, it's a very wide angle scene. I'll take a little video of it on my phone with a wide angle phone camera and just see if I can show you that. It's 100% a wide angle shot, like as wide as you can go. 15 millimeters is as wide as I can go. At least it can go 14. Probably even be good if you had a 12 millimeter lens. But I think there's a shot to be had, so we'll get into place and see how we go. Pardon me, got a frog in my throat. It could be a focus stack as well. There's some logs and rocks sort of in the foreground that are really close to probably where the camera's going to be. I'll show you that in a sec. And then the waterfall's behind that. So could be a little bit of a tricky one to shoot in terms of you may not get away with a single shot. You might have to use different shots for focus bracketing or even potentially, I think exposure wise will probably be okay, but we'll see how we go. Lisa's getting in a position now. She's keen, she's always the same. She just dives straight into things. Sometimes that's a bit of a positive, sometimes a negative. She probably doesn't think about the scene as much as she should. What I mean by that is think about falling over and breaking her neck. But anyway, that's all right. She's enthusiastic and she's keen. She's jumping in there now, so I'll report back in a sec. I'll probably try and get my phone out and grab a quick phone video. Rightio guys, so you can probably see where I'm sitting here. Just trying to get comfortable in quite a tight spot here. I'm not sure if we're going to get a shot here. I'm going to certainly give it a go, so I'll talk you through it. It's got my camera handheld. It's going to go right out wide to 15 millimeters and just see if there's something that I can get here. There's a little gap down through here, very hard to explain, and it's quite hard to video here because you need a really wide angle lens, but I might even try and take a video on my Canon R5, a wider shot, and see if I can show you that. We're still not convinced that we're going to get a shot here. We'll try, that's for sure. I'm just going to go handheld. It looks like I'm probably going to get away with, I can probably get away handheld with about 1/4 of a second shutter speed at about f6, f7, and my ISO is going to be around 400. So we'll see how we go. If I can't get a shot here, I'm going to show you a shot that I took here a couple of years ago, which I should be able to rustle up. But it's all about the adventure. It's super fun. It's an absolutely spectacular scene. So we'll persevere here, see what we can come up with. Okay guys, I did persevere a fair bit with that. Pretty tricky one to shoot. Not saying you couldn't get a shot there, but pretty tricky. You need to be a bit of an acrobat and get in the right position, and potentially even a wider lens than 15. If you had a 12mm lens, it would be pretty good. What I actually ended up doing was shooting a pano. I think it's 6 shots. So I just panned across the whole scene at 15mm, so it's really wide. It's not the ideal way to shoot a pano. I don't even know if it'll work. I'll give it a go. If it looks half alright, I'll stitch the pano together and I'll show it to you. Who knows, it could be a ripper shot. I'll spin the camera around and just show you the back of my camera. Show you the shots that I got. That's a great shot there. That's my hand. Okay, here's the pano. So we'll go back to the start of the pano. I think it was 6 frames. There's the first shot. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So 6 frames there. So we'll see how we go with it. We'll see how good Camera Raw or Photoshop is, see if we can make something out of that. Lisa's jumped in there now. She's a little bit wider than me. She's got a 14mm, so she might be able to make something out of it. If we don't get a good shot, we've had heaps of fun. It's been a hell of an adventure, and we've still got a bit of daylight left. We might even be able to sneak into another location before the day's out. Okay guys, plan B. This is another place that I've only been here once before a couple of years ago, and only sort of didn't get right into this little gorge or canyon, but sort of scoped it out. It was raining a bit too much last time I was here, and would have been too hard to get in here with the water flows, but just come into another little canyon. We're gonna check this one out. We're sort of running out of lights about 4:30 in the afternoon, so it gets dark at about 6. But we're gonna have a little bit of an adventure through this one. You can probably see straight behind me here, there's a little waterfall just coming off this little face behind me. Could even be a possible shot. But we're going to go up into this canyon a little bit further and just see what we can find. Who knows, we might come up with one of the best photographs we've ever taken. You just never know. Unfortunately, I really did just run out of time and light in this canyon, but it's such a stunning location. I will absolutely be back here again in the future. Alrighty, so yeah, this one's proven to be a bit tricky. I did actually go probably 500 or 600 metres upstream here, and it seems to get pretty good. There's potentially a few shots there to be had. I didn't actually take my camera, I just went to explore, and to be honest, it's quite a scramble. It's not easy. You need, pardon me, you need both hands for grip and balance as you're climbing up there. So we're running out of light now, it's almost sunset, so I'm going to call it on this one, but I'm coming back. I'm definitely coming back. Whether we get time to come back here tomorrow, which is unlikely, or next time. So might be worth following along on the channel, because I'm quietly confident that this place has got potential another day, but not today. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up there. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm standing near this little cascade behind me here. I'll head back up near the car where you can hear what I'm saying. We'll wrap the video up, and hopefully we've got a couple of photos to show you. Alright guys, going to wrap this quick little video up. Thanks for tuning in, I really appreciate it. Please go ahead and do me a big favour. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video. That really helps to get some traction on YouTube, and that's what we need. So I'd appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up or leave a little comment down below. Be great. And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. That's about it. As I always say, stay curious, don't take life too seriously. We'll see you again real soon in another video, probably from New Zealand, I'd say.